Sometimes you gotta close the door to open a window.
I have seen Tyler, the Creator, twice live in concert, both at different stadium venues in Toronto. The first one being the FLOWERBOY tour with Vince at the Ricoh Coliseum. The second one being the IGOR tour with Taco and Jaden Smith at the Scotiabank Arena. My name is Wyatt and I'm Ferda Tunes, and today is the revamp of my concert overview series where I highlight my specific experiences at an artist's live show to maybe provide some insight or let people know what they might be able to expect at an upcoming show by this artist. If I had to describe a live show from Tyler, the Creator, I would say his unfiltered creativity and raw energy gets put on display in the grandest way possible. The first show I saw, the FLOWERBOY tour, really opened my eyes to see how Tyler puts together a performance. The stage design was very organic, very nature-esque, and there's big trees and one that he would walk up and down. It made for great dynamics and it was very captivating. The set list for this show was mostly FLOWERBOY, of course, but obviously he performed most of his huge hits throughout his career. I went with a few of my buddies and it was just a perfect blend of happy feelings, euphoric vibes, singing along, and getting lit.
It's for Ferda featuring Tyler and Vince.
Tyler's energy captured me so quickly, and I should have expected it, but for whatever reason, I didn't expect him to go this fucking hard. He really doesn't play around when he's on stage, and it really seems like he put his all into pretty much every track. The biggest highlights I remembered were 911. It really felt like the entire stadium was in tune with the rhythm, and every possible thing on stage just popped with perfection. Who Dat Boy was also a crowd pleaser and a half. You could feel the excitement rising out of every single person as those synths just progress into that huge drop. And do I even need to say, he fucking spazzed.
Yo, who that boy? Who that is? I don't shout at the mouth, y'all just come on the fuck out of the give me some rock, that's right, you are.
Vince Staples opened up for him with a great set, and this was my third time seeing Vince live, so I'll save that for a specific video on him, but yo, he put on a fucking movie.
How do you think we got here?
I did want to focus more solely on the IGOR tour because as of recording this was his most recent tour, and I really feel like he just completely outdid himself. Taco was in the middle of a DJ set as we were coming in, and you could just see from hella far away he had that ground floor jumping. Jaden Smith also really surprised me with his ambition. I'm not really a big fan of him at all, but fucking hell, he did his thing.
Just looks like we're standing to the Milky Way Galaxy, baby. Welcome to the IGOR tour.
Now, not even 2 or 3 songs into Tyler's set, I realized like the lighting and effects were some of the best I've ever seen. How they matched various colors with all the different feelings on each song, and the timing of it all was just so perfectly crafted. The song Puppet stuck out to me for this exact reason. It was pretty simple, but it was just the perfect visualizer for how the song feels. It was so satisfying to watch. He sat amongst the clouds for a slightly slowed down version of Gone Gone, which was definitely a highlight. When I tell you the vibes were immense, it was just a very serene moment. You could see the whole crowd rocking back and forth and singing along. Which also reminds me just how great he is at crowd control.
Because my love's gone. Louder. My love's gone. Bitch, louder. My love's gone. Yeah, I guess it wasn't meant to be.
You guys probably know his fan base is basically insane over him, so it's understandable, but he just effortlessly had people laughing in between songs, screaming their brains out at the perfect lines, and even without doing the most to try and bring it out, he brought so much emotion out of everybody, especially near the end. In terms of performance, he really pulled out all the stops, and the versatility of the setlist was pretty shocking, but it still very much fit the whole kind of breakup theme of Igor. I was pretty surprised to hear him do I Fucking Hate You off of Wolf, but again, thematically it makes sense. It fits into that Igor theme, and again, this was another just grand display of effects on the... oh, it was glorious. This was definitely a much more heartfelt and emotionally focused tour. Tyler's power presence was something else, and especially with him dressed up as the whole Igor character, it just felt that much more immersive, and it was like he was putting on a one-man musical, and you just felt every step of the way. Now, this is not to say he let down with the energy at all. He still brought the fucking bangers. I'm sure we've all seen his Grammy performance of New Magic Wand, and yeah, I hope he never takes that shit off of his set list, because, oh fuck, the whole stadium was just bugging out.
Open a window.
She's getting dead. I just got about to walk. We can fucking be together.
And even after really connecting with the audience with that serene performance of Gone Gone that I just mentioned, he slips right into Okra, that banger single he dropped. Like, oh my god, the energy just shot right back up.
Yeah, fucking did it. Check my pimple, 400K.
He even brought out a piano and just started snapping on his own, and the crowd quickly tuned in and started singing along, which led right into Earthquake. Before the song even started, the crowd was losing it. He ended the show with Are We Still Friends, the closer off of Igor, and that song just has so much emotional weight to it, but also so much power, and it was the climax of the show. Both of those things just collided and just made for a perfect ending. I'll put as much as I can of that at the end of this video because it was just so glorious. You guys have to see a little taste of it. I truthfully couldn't have asked for anything more from both of these shows. Seeing all these songs that have so much of Tyler's life packed into them being performed and played out so perfectly well, and really, he's not holding anything back on stage. It's one of the most gratifying things I've ever seen. I'm so glad I got to experience it for myself. I got pretty lucky with those Igor tickets. One of my sister's friends actually was selling them for super cheap, and as you can see in the videos, you know, they're pretty perfect seats. I cannot even fathom what his next tour is going to be like with this new album, because there are so many slappers on there. I feel like I have to see him again, and if I do, you can expect a follow-up video just on that show. So I think that is all I have to say about the shows. You know, I could just go into every song and every little detail as much as I could. You know, it's hard to remember. So please let me know what you think of this video. I've been to quite a lot of concerts, and I want to do these kinds of videos for pretty much everyone I've seen. So let me know what you think I should focus on more when I'm talking about the concerts, talk about less. I just tried to give an overview of my experience at the show to maybe give some insight of what people might be able to expect. Obviously, you never really know what you're truthfully gonna get when you're there at the concert about to experience this show. God, I miss live shows so fucking much. And Toronto is getting them back pretty soon, it seems, so fingers crossed we can get back at it. But thank you so much for watching. Join the Discord, links down below. We're always talking music in there, new music, old music, whatever the fuck. Follow me on Instagram and come talk some shit with me on Twitter, as usual. Much love, and we'll see you in the next one.
Nigga, start the song.